All right, world, we're back. Super Bowl Sunday, February 9th, and our last update was on January 10th.
Can't believe an entire month has gone past. So crazy. All right, so let's just get right into it. We're going to split it up. I'm going to start with sales today.
Let's do it.
Because there's been some changes. We let go of a cold caller, so now we're from 3 down to 2, which is interesting. And it's fascinating because the cold callers are now like actually booking meetings, which is super cool. And what really changed is that we ended up switching over the lead sourcing, the nurturing, all the follow-ups from us and our VA Francis basically onto the cold callers. So they are capturing the whole dang process, which is exciting, and I'm happy that they're doing that. So that was one of the major updates for sales, but let's get into it.
So Francis has been doing a great job setting up our Go High Level automations. So we're in the process of using that now with getting some leads on ads, and the cold callers using that for their cold calling systems. Let's talk about
Let's talk about the big one.
Yeah.
The big PV. Yeah. Okay, all jokes aside though, we had a bit of an interesting journey. We went back to med spas and then we joined a coaching group. And basically what happened was we spoke to somebody in this group that's pretty successful, and they were like, you should not be selling to med spas.
Right.
So we ended up switching gears, and now we have kind of like a sister business, I would say, called Profit Pandas.
Profit Pandas.
PP.
Throw that logo in there.
Yeah, there you go. Throw them in there. So that has been a large effort. Can you walk through kind of what we've been doing?
So
since we started
with any of our business, we've learned to, of course, carve out an offer. We built up a video sales letter, which took some time to do. Set up our landing page. We set up some ads. Set up some emails that we have for our cold email campaign. And I guess the cold calling is really just on like us.
Yes.
We have to revive our lead sourcing and like our script and stuff like that. But
a lot of work.
Anyway.
All right, real quick though, as we've been going through this process, I just want to give a huge, major, ginormous shout out to Gregory. Yay! Because he has been absolutely crushing it. In terms of the team, he has been helping us get more revenue from our current clients, which has been a big effort. So I just want to say thank you for making sure that we grow, and now it's documented too.
Thank you for running the company. And keeping it alive while I was, doing this. But
indeed,
good and bad news. So it's been 60 days since our last med spa client. So things are not looking good, which kind of, inspired the Profit Pandas kind of transitioning.
To say the least.
I roughly updated these numbers, but in the past 60 days, we've had 16,000 cold calls. 16,000 cold calls, no joke.
Too many.
Probably spent around 3,000 on ads, and sent out 16,000 cold emails. And then we also tried to send out a refer a friend raffle it was inspired by our accountant, Sherman. Every month they do like a referral raffle. We send that to our 31 past and present clients. We've had about 16 to 18 sales meetings and have not closed any new med spa clients. So we're like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, so to add on to that, do you want to talk about these two or?
No, you talk about those two.
So we were ending the week on Friday a little demoralized because in the beginning, not really our fault, but we had a meeting with one of our clients, and they basically paused with us after a month. So I think it was like cash flow stuff, and it wasn't really like nothing we could do about it.
Yeah.
But in the the 9th hour or like
the ninth hour, the
we
last
closed
moment,
a new mother effing client.
Holy smokes! Yes.
And it's for a new service via the Profit Panda. So shout out to everyone who made that happen. Client Ascension, Camilo, thanks for helping the last minute there. Shout out to Camilo. So
yes, major shout out.
That's off to our new adventure.
Yeah, so hopefully that goes well. It's a little scary starting something new, but we've made it this far, so let's do it again. All right, moving on. We're going to talk about service delivery now. So big thing that happened in January, and I think was a weight off both of our shoulders, was we completed 5 website builds, like 5 complete huge freaking websites. And again, want to give a huge shout out to Gregory. He helped build the system for this stuff so that me and Kenny could get it over the line. So was super happy to freaking get that one done. Go ahead.
Go for it.
No.
Please.
Okay, all right, I will go. Another big thing that I think our team just found out about. So if you're watching this on our team, you will hear more about this. But after almost 2 years in business, we have finally hired an operations manager, and I am in training,
Yeah.
and I am stoked. I am super happy. I am ready to get this person going, and hopefully they can take off a big load from our shoulders by helping us out with the team, helping us out with client stuff. So I'm very excited about that. To the manager, if you're watching this,
pressure's on.
let's do it.
All right. Something that we did, we love meeting with our accountant, Mark Sherman. Shout out, Mark Sherman.
Shout out.
We filed our taxes.
Yeah.
So it's only the beginning of February. Get your taxes done so that you don't have to worry about it in April. And hire a bookkeeper if you ever start a business. From day zero. I'm a big numbers guy, but if I were to go back, I'd get a bookkeeper right away.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. Moving on to that. We have an interesting predicament. I'm not sure this is a super common situation to be in, but it's cool. Basically, we're at this place where we have positive cash flow, so that means we have excess money left over, and we are trying to figure out where to reinvest that. And one of the places that we're trying to do that is in sales. We have, been brainstorming a lot with a bunch of different people, like what would you do with this? What would you do with that kind of thing. So hopefully we can figure out where to reinvest our profits.
Yeah. Like last year, we were fortunate enough to build up a business savings.
Yep.
So in theory, we can run for a few months, assuming all hell breaks loose, but hopefully it doesn't. And so, yeah, we're trying to figure out where to best reinvest the positive cash flow.
We'll see.
Big month for mentorship.
Huge.
Shout out again to Client Ascension.
Yeah.
The value is kind of sneaking up on me, I think.
Yes.
Nothing concrete, but shout out to everyone in Client Ascension. Specifically, shout out to some people we met there, Alden and Camilo, and also Coach Drew, who's been the real one. We basically mentioned all of our stats and how demoralized we are, and he was basically like, take a look at that, let me see this metric, like figure this shit out. So shout out Client Ascension.
Yeah, I will say too, the second person you talked about, Camilo, I think he really helped us get this last client that we just signed. So hopefully we can keep it going. Thank you, Camilo. All right, moving on. Learning for the month. So what did we learn about? Every single week we do Client Ascension, which I think is good. They have their own learning kind of, I don't know, it was like an online course system that we've been doing, so that's been very helpful. Some of the guys that we mentioned have videos in that, so that's been awesome. Something new that we've been trying to learn about too is something called DeepSeek. If you haven't heard about it, it's basically the Chinese open source version of ChatGPT. So we're trying to learn a little bit more about that, just stay on the cutting edge. And then ad creatives and e-com ads were big things that we were trying to fill our brain with. So that has been kind of our learning block for this month.
All right, reading. So I finished a book called Buy Back Your Time by Dan Martell. Thank you. Basically, the premise is don't hire to grow your business, hire to buy back your time. I finished that in 2 weeks, which is pretty awesome. I tried to get back into this book I read last year called Influence. Could never get past that thing. It's really, the content is good, but it's very dry and I can't get through it. So I basically stopped at 20%. And I just started Event and Wander, the collected writings of Jeff Bezos. So that has been really cool. I think I've been crushing like 10% per day. It's basically all of Jeff's shareholder meetings. Shareholder letters every year. So.
Yeah, I can definitely, well, first of all, I can definitely tell that you couldn't get through Influence because we have a 30-minute reading block, and by 15 minutes, he'd be like, nah, I'm done with this.
5 minutes.
And then I'd see you like Googling something or ChatGPTing something else. So anyways, I hope the Jeff Bezos book is better for you. All right, I finished actually Rich Dad's Guide to Investing because I'm trying to increase that financial IQ so I can keep up with this guy. And then I'm starting to read The Intelligent Investor. This is kind of a jump, I'm not gonna lie. There's some things in here I don't fully understand, but I appreciate, the learning experience, and I asked you questions and you seem to help me too. So
there you go.
That's great.
All right, not a lot happened in the personal world life. I'll talk about the first one, you can do the second one.
Yeah.
Basically, my cousin had a doggy birthday for 2 of their pups. So
Cute.
We went on a local hike.
Yep.
So one of our rare opportunities nowadays to get out of the house.
Yes.
And then...
I have a new hobby. It's called crochet. And basically, I've been making stuff. I made him a hat. I made me a hat. I'm working on some other projects. And I really like it. It's a nice calming creative outlet. Oh, yeah, definitely.
Creation number 1.
Yeah,
Moof,
this is
moof, moof.
my first one from the Woobles kit. I didn't really finish it though because it's kind of messed up.
And I requested a whale.
So he got a whale.
Whale. Anyway.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I love it.
Okay, cool. All right. Let's
cool.
Go ahead and wrap us up.
Yeah, so next month, just fucking hustle. Profit Pandas, just keep figuring out sales because we trying to build a business out here.
That's facts. That's
All
facts.
right.
All right.
Oh, there you go.
Boom.
Oh, we upgraded this too.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Hey.
Let's go. All right. Peace.